Hey guys, it's your girl Fisa here, back again with another video. And for today's video, as you can see, we're in the kitchen and we're gonna be making Foutou Banane. If you watched my last video, you know it's one of my favorite dishes ever. So I'm gonna be showing you guys the ingredients, the equipment I'm using, and also how to make it. So let's get into it. Foutou Banane is an Ivorian dish. Shout out to all my Ivorians watching this. I hope I do you guys right. And yeah, it's French for Plantain Fufu, and you can eat it with a lot of different sauces. The sauce that we're gonna be making today is actually called sauce Graine, which is French for Palmnut stew. So yeah, let's get into it. So to make the actual Foutou, we're gonna need plantain fufu powder because I don't use cassava in mine because it's just a hassle. It takes forever to use. And your actual plantains. Now to make the sauce, you're going to for sure need palmnut cream concentrate. This is the main thing that you will need. And then you're gonna need some onions, some tomatoes. I have 2 of each, and peppers. I have 6 peppers in here because I like spicy food. It depends on how spicy you want your food to be. So yeah. Now for the meat, I'm only gonna be using beef and crab legs. You can put other stuff like fish, seafood, turkey, anything that you like. So for seasonings, I use 2 things. This right here is called bonga in my language. It is dried fish that is pounded. So that's really good if you want a fish substitute, because I don't like putting fish in my sauce. I think you can find it at your international food market, but I'm not too sure because we get it straight from Guinea. This right here is the seasoning ever. If you want any dish to taste good, this is what you use. I know it's chicken, but this is what you use for everything, okay? It's so good. Me and my family use it for everything. That's it for the ingredients. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be using. You're gonna need a sifter. You're gonna need at least 2 pots. I have 3 here. And right here is a food processor. You can also use a blender. All right, so I showed you everything that we're gonna be using. Now let's actually get into the kitchen and chef it up with Chef Fisa. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is filter the palmnut cream. To do that, we're going to put some water in the pot and boil it. So now we're going to start the sauce. Put your fire on, put your meat inside. Let's put the crab. And stir that around. Also add some water to it. Just a little bit so that the meat can steam. So as you can see now, my water is boiling. So I'm gonna open this. This is how it looks. And I'm just gonna put that in there. So after you pour the whole container inside, you just want to let it boil for a little bit now. So while that's happening, just check on your meats. Just make sure nothing is burning, everything is cooking right, and if there's not enough water, add some water so it doesn't burn. But yeah, that's it. So the reason why we're doing this is because sometimes the containers that they come in has impurities, and you just want to make sure you get rid of all of that. So now we're going to pour this into the main pot through the sifter. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little bit of stuff in there that we got rid of. All right, so I just poured that in there, and now we're going to place the tomatoes directly into the pot. You don't have to cut those up. And the peppers. Now for the onions, they're a little bit big, so I'm gonna cut them in half. But if you have smaller onions, you can just place them in the pot as well. Stir that up. So don't worry, I know we just put like big chunks of tomato and onion in there. We're going to let them boil, and then once they're soft enough, we're going to take them out, put it in the food processor, and blend it. One thing that a lot of people don't do while they're cooking is cleaning. When you're done with something, just go ahead and wash it, because at the end of the day, you're going to be waiting for this to boil anyways. So just clean your kitchen as you go. Guys, how this is looking right now. All right, so while this is boiling, we are next going to start making the actual futu. What you want to first do is put some water on the stove so that that can boil, and let's get to cutting the actual plantain. All right, so now I'm gonna start peeling my plantains. They were in the freezer for a while, so they're a little bit weird, but it's fine. Always keep a plastic bag next to you because, like I said, cleaning as you go just makes everything so much easier on you, because when you're done cooking, you're just so exhausted already. Okay, so I'm done cutting up all my plantains, and I have a lot of plantains here, but you really don't need this much. We are kind of a bit in the house, so I wanted to make enough for everybody, and maybe, hopefully, it'll last for a couple days, but I doubt it. So now, as you can see, the water's boiling, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in there. And let that cook. At the same time, this should already be done. So you can come over, check if it's done. It seems good enough. So take those out. And then don't forget to stir your sauce. Okay, so now we're going to blend everything together. Just pop it in the blender. Hi, Mohammed. Take these out though.
Water?
You want water? Okay, one second.
Can you help?
Here, give me. That's what happens when you're an auntie. All right, so let's continue. I'm gonna blend this first because it's a little bit full. I'm gonna add the rest now. Why am I like this? Boom! So that's done. So this is like what you want. Just a slight puree type of thing, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour this back into our pot. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here so that I don't waste any of this. And I'm gonna add some water also. And just mix it all. Can you guys see how pretty this looks? Oh my god, and it smells so good. So you can also add your bonga now. I'm gonna put like, I don't know. So yeah, like 3 spoons. You guys see how pretty this looks? So literally all we have to do now is just let it all cook and thicken, and that's it for the sauce. So yeah, now we're gonna come check on the plantain. This is practically done now. I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes because some of them is still a little bit hard, but most of them are really soft, which is what you want. Ooh, and look at our sauce cooking beautifully. So now we're gonna start blending the plantain. You wanna have your mixer and get you a bowl, a plastic one, because you're gonna have to put it in the microwave. Story of my life. But yeah, now I'm gonna put some water in it, just a little bit, because it already has a little bit of water. Okay, so that's kind of what you want. That's exactly what you want. This is beautiful, okay? And just put it on for a little bit more. Nice this is. This is so good. All right, so this is what we have. Now we add the fufu flour. I kind of just eyeball how much I'm adding. I'm telling you guys, if you guys are using, can you see my life? Anyways, if you guys were using cassava right now, you would be here for so freaking long. I personally don't think cassava makes that much of a difference. I can even eat the futu with just the plantain without the fufu powder. So yeah, cassava just makes everything so difficult. Like, the pounding, oh my God. You see, I'm a proud African woman, but I can't do that one. I can't. You see how easy this is to manipulate? Imagine with the yam you are struggling. Nobody has time for that. Alright, so now that this is completely mixed, I'm going to pop it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. And just check up on your sauce all the time. All right, so after 5 minutes in the microwave, it's really, really, really hot. So I'm just gonna stir everything together. This is how it looks right after I took it out. So yeah, this is the exact consistency you want. This is beautiful. Ooh, I can't wait to eat. So a little disclaimer, I'm not the best person at making boules, but I make do, you know? So you need some water though. Have some water next to you because your hands are gonna get sticky. and stuff. You need to wash your hands, by the way. Wet this first. Wet your hands. Put the fufu in your hand. Boom! You need to wet your hands each time. Make sure when you're doing this that the fufu has cooled down. You don't want to burn yourself. Done. They're pretty. I love it. I actually did good this time, I think. I did good. So look at the final product. It's so cute. All right, so look at our sauce. It's almost done. It's practically done though. Now we're going to add the seasoning. I forgot to add it earlier. You can add it anytime, to be honest. As well as the bonga, you can add it anytime. So now that I added the seasoning and the bonga also was added, make sure you're trying your food. Yeah. This is so good. It's so good. Pepper's on point. Salt is on point. Bonga's on point. Bro, I did my thing once again. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it off now because this is like the perfect consistency that you want. And yeah, we're done. Alright guys, so that is a wrap for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I'm gonna go enjoy my beautiful dish. Okay friend, how is the food?
100%.
100%.
100%.
Hi! That's what we like to eat.